What's going on, guys, man? Today we're finally doing it, man. Finally going to be talking about what I have inside my camera bag in 2020. So let's get right into it. All right, guys, so I have to pull up my phone to get the full name for this backpack, but this is the yeah, man, this backpack costs $290. It's definitely a lot of money, but I honestly think the amount of money I spent was most definitely well spent. Yeah, you guys can see that it's pretty hefty, man. It's a lot of space to put a lot of gear if you have a lot of gear. But yeah, before I go ahead and switch over to my other camera, let's just go ahead and talk about the outside portions of this backpack. So if you guys can see, I'm trying to get it in the full frame, but it's freaking huge. So we have like a lot of different pockets on the sides and on the front. So in this front pocket right here, this is where I will keep this guy right here, a little squeezer for air duster for my lenses. And then also in here, this is where I would keep a lot of miscellaneous items for my camera, man, like my batteries, battery chargers, some cables in here, some cords. So this is what I keep in here. It's not too much stuff that I have in here right now because I kind of want to be minimalistic with my camera bag. This part right here is the main portion, but we get into that later. Just another side part right here. This is where I would keep, dang, this thing is heavy. This is where I would keep my passport, but I'm in the process of getting a new one right now, so there's nothing in there right now. But you could pretty much put like miscellaneous stuff, but chargers in here, cords, whatever fits for you. But this is where I would keep my passport. But like I said, I'm in the process of getting a new one, so when I get here, this is where that will sit. All right, so moving on to this side, this is the right side. So in this top portion, this is where I would keep all of my lens caps. Got my Canon lens caps, got a few in here. Front caps, back caps, this is to my lens. I believe this is to my adapter. Yeah, so I keep my lens caps, adapter caps in this top side pocket right here. And then in this bottom one, it's just a lot of miscellaneous stuff. My little Pelican case that I keep to hold my SD cards. I don't have much in here right now because I'm using them right now. What else I got in here? Oh, got a power bank for my phone. This definitely comes in clutch, man. For some reason, I keep rubber bands in here. I don't know why, but whenever I need rubber bands, I never have it. So this is where I'm keeping it in my camera bag because I may need it when I'm on set or just when I'm out somewhere traveling or whatever. So I definitely keep rubber bands in my camera bag. But yeah, that's pretty much it. What I have on this right side of my pockets and then the front pocket. There's also another side with some more pockets where you can put more stuff, but I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to my other camera. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, guys, so here we are with the overhead view of my new camera bag. So to give you guys a better look of how it looks, this is the front side. Like I said earlier, we got the top portion, these items right here. Keep my cords. Got the side right here. Keep a lot of miscellaneous items. All of my caps in here. If you're looking for size, I would highly recommend something like this. But let's get it right into the actual main components of this camera bag. I like how they have these little hooks right here. It makes it easier to pull and open up this portion right here. So this is the main portion of my camera bag. Yeah, let's get right into everything that you guys see right here. So let's go ahead and start with the main piece of this camera bag. So this is my Canon EOS R 16-35 f2.8 version 3. But yeah, this is my go-to camera for the majority of my work now. I still have the Sony a6300. I only use that for like overhead views like this, but other than that, this gets the main workhorse of everything that I do. You can't go wrong with having a nice good size speaker when you're on set. This is the JBL Charge 3. I've had this for like the past 2.5 years. All right, so moving on, man. This is the mic that I use when I'm vlogging. I do have the Rode Video Mic Pro Plus, which is what I'm using to get the audio now, but when I'm vlogging, man, I want something simple. This doesn't require any type of battery. It goes right into my camera and it makes the process a lot easier and faster when I'm vlogging. So this is what I'm using when I'm working on my vlogs and stuff like that. The next pocket right here, this is my Tika filter holder, man. Like, I got this last year, and telling you, this is probably one of the better purchases that I made last year. Pretty much holds all of my filters that I own. I got the Black Pro Mist circular polarizer, and then I have two indie filters, a 0.6 and then a 0.9. So yeah, man, this right here, this thing is really good. It keeps my filters nice and dry, nice and cool. No dust really gets in here. So, but before, I would always use these right here, the original cases that come with the Tiffin filters. I will always have like 3 or 4 in my camera bag, and it would just take up so much space. So I decided to go ahead and pick this up instead, so I can just individually put everything in here that I need. And then it just sits right here. It's got like a little belt clip on it. You can't go wrong with a good filter pack. If I'm on set somewhere or I'm traveling, I always have to bring my storage with me, man. This is the Lacy 4TB regular hard drive. I don't recommend editing off of this because this is a slow drive. This is just for storage for me. A big drive that I can put all of my footage on once I'm done with that project. And then this right here, this is what I use to edit all of my footage off of. This is the SANDISK 500 gigabyte SSD. I edit off of SSDs because it's a lot faster. There's no moving disk inside the hard drive itself. So that works for me when I'm out and about traveling. I always have to bring storage with me, so that's that right there. I really like how this camera bag is designed with the different pouches and stuff. You can take these out if you want to, and you can design it how you want, but I like how this is set up. And then over on this side, man, we have my GoPro. I don't use this a lot, but when I do use it, I like to have it in my camera bag just in case I want to get like a cool little action shot. And then I have the charger as well for the batteries. And then over here, I have my red toolkit. This thing has been so clutch for me when it comes to using tools on set. I don't use any other tools besides this. Like, it has everything that I need. It has the piece that I need for my Ronin. It has pieces that I need to screw on base plates for my camera. I highly recommend you guys picking up the Red Pro Toolkit. Definitely a good purchase if you're looking for some tools. So I don't use this as much as I used to, but pretty much I would just use this tool right here to screw on and off the base plate of the Ronin-S. But since I have this now, everything that I need for tools is in here. So, but I just keep this just in case. You can't go wrong with having an extra set of tools in your camera bag just in case. And then I don't know why I have this in here, but you just never know when you need a measuring tape. I don't know like if I ever use it, but yeah. So I have a measuring tape just in case I have to, you know, measure something. So I got that as well. That's pretty much gonna cover everything within the main portion of the camera bag. You got the little side pocket right here to put your little miscellaneous items. And this does come with more of these pieces right here, but I think it's 2 other ones out because I just didn't need it because this is how I wanted to set my bag up. So yeah, that's the inside of this camera bag. Now there's also one more component to this camera bag, which is probably the main reason why I picked up this bag in the first place. So if you flip it over to this side, and I'm sorry, 2 more parts. So you have this little side pocket right here. This can be like a little quick access to get my tools if I need it, instead of having to open up the entire front part. But yeah, that's that right here. They got another side pocket right here. I don't have anything in this because I think it's kind of loose. So just me, I wouldn't want to put anything in there that could possibly fall out. All right, guys, so this is, like I said, probably the main reason why I got this bag. And this, I think the coolest feature about this bag is this bag can hold gimbals, man. You guys see that? I got my entire Ronin-S inside this bag. I got everything in here that I need. I got the main part, I got the pistol grip, and then the tripod stand, man. I can put my freaking gimbal in here. If you can have a decent sized bag that can hold a lot of your gear on top of a gimbal and a laptop, this is a 15-inch MacBook Pro. I think I'm going to upgrade to the 16-inch here soon, but for the time being, this is what I have. But like I was saying, if you can find a bag that can hold all of this stuff top of these items, I think that's a win in my eyes. And you don't have to worry about your laptop or whatever you have back here getting messed up by anything from this portion that may have like parts sticking out like right here, because there's a thick piece of padding that's covering or that's protecting your laptop, and there's still some more space in there just in case, so everything isn't like super compressed and tight. So yeah, man, that's a really good feature, probably the best feature about this bag in my opinion. But like I was saying, man, if you were looking for a decent sized bag that can hold a lot of equipment, it's got lots of miscellaneous storage that you can put a lot of things, this is probably the bag that you want to get. All right, guys, so that is going to conclude my camera bag video for this year. I might do another one towards the end of the year if I get like any other gear. But for the time being, this is what I'm using for when I'm traveling, when I'm on the run, when I'm on the go, when I'm on set or whatever. So yeah, this is what's going to work for me. But yeah, if you guys are in the market for a camera bag, I highly recommend picking up this bag. I know it's on the expensive side, but if you're willing to invest in a pretty decent camera bag, or if you have the money to spend on a camera bag, I would highly recommend picking up this bag. I would say it's top 10 in camera bags right now that's on the market. But like I said, it's definitely worth the money, and I just have no problems with it at all. So hopefully this will work out for you as well as it's worked out for me. But before I get about it here, man, I just want to give a quick shout out to a good friend of mine. This may be like super irrelevant to a lot of you guys watching this video, if you're watching this video, but I just want to give a quick shout out to the Hammers on them finding out that they're going to be having a baby boy this year. I wish you guys a really healthy pregnancy. I know that, well, I don't know off of experience, but I know that pregnancies can possibly be scary. So I just wish you guys the best when it comes to your journey with the pregnancy, and hopefully everything works out for you guys, the baby. Yeah, I just hope everything works out. And if you guys need anything from me, you know, you have my number, you have me on Facebook, so I'm here. I know we're in different states, but I'm always a phone call, text away. So if you guys need anything, feel free to let me know, and I will be sure to help you out as much as I can. But all right, guys, man, I'm about to get up out of here. It's Taco Tuesday. I'm about to eat some tacos tonight. I actually got to go to work in freaking 50 minutes, so I'm about to wrap this up. But if you guys enjoyed this video, if you found it to be informational to you, hit that like button. If you're new here, consider subscribing, and I will see you guys in my next video. Peace out, guys.